All right. So, what's your game of the decade, and why is it that? What makes the game of the decade for you?
Well, I tried a game called Lone Echo on VR Rift S, and I thought it's one of the most amazing games that I've tried. Yes, I would say that it's the game of the decade. I would, yes.
You know what? I'm going to say Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 was the shit. It still is the shit. I love Borderlands 2. It's so good. Borderlands 3 is really good too, but I'd rather pick Borderlands 2 since I've had more hours into that. That or Rainbow Six Siege. Oh, whoa, fuck, I forgot about Rainbow Six Siege. You know what? I said I change it. Rainbow Six Siege. Yes, game of the decade, Rainbow Six Siege. No questions asked. That's it.
The Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. Yeah, no, just the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. I fell in love with that so much. It gave me the feels.
Game of the decades.
Game of the decade. Ooh, that's a good one. There's a lot of good games though.
I'd say VRChat is on the top list.
Yeah, it's
But
definitely
for
up
me,
there.
it's
I would agree to that.
still other games with endless replayability, like Starbound, Minecraft, modded, Ragnarok Online. I'd say those are the tops. I'd say the game of the decade, though, at this point, still modded Minecraft because I'm an autistic little bastard.
Game of the decade.
Huh. Right there.
Escape from Dark.
Rainbow fucking Siege. Fuck your taco game.
I'd have to say the Fallout New Vegas. I really like it. I just really like how it is. The story's great. It's really fun. And yeah, just love it. Cowboys. You get to be your cowboy. Happy New Year!
Black Ops 2. It just caught me on game.
Game of the decade. That's a good question.
Black Ops 2. Black Ops.
Give me a moment. I need to think about this. You know what? I'm gonna say Minecraft because it's so timeless. Like no matter how much you play, you can still play more. You know.
What was it made in this decade? I thought it was earlier.
Well, I mean, it was like 2009, but it improved a lot over this decade. You know, it's still in. You know.
Yeah, I would
It
agree
made
with
a
that. That's close
resurgence
second.
for fucking
Yeah.
Fallout.
A part of me wanted to say something else, but it came out this year, and it's not really that great. But it's just my personal opinion.
What is it?
No,
I would say
Pokemon
Skyrim
Sword and
because it's
Shield.
still being
I just have a lot of
paid
fun
for.
with it.
Oh, Sword and Shield?
The fuck are you
Yeah.
watching?
What was
So
your
it's like
favorite game?
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Bloodborne.
I
It's
mean,
Bloodborne.
there's a couple
Oh, yeah, that
ones
was
were,
good.
Bloodborne's
VR, but I
good,
would consider
dude.
those fucking Minecraft
With a
videos
very
'cause it's
close
literally just
second
watching
of the
Rick
remake of
fucking
Shadow of
breathe
Colossus.
the entire time. So
Remake of Shadow of the Colossus is pretty good.
the only one I consider
I still say Skyrim still the game of the decade, though.
one where
Both cancer.
The reason why I say that is
That's
because
Skyrim.
people are still replaying it.
playing with Aeon.
They're still re-releasing it. Absolutely. If we want to talk about like purely gameplay, then
Yeah.
there's a lot of games to go on that. You have Asura's Wrath, you have Devil May Cry, you've got Nier Automata,
Oh my
you've got
gosh.
Dark Souls. I mean, every single Dark Souls has come out this decade.
Dude, Persona 5. It has the gameplay,
Persona
it has
5.
the story. It's great, dude.
It's the art style, I would say.
Oh yeah, it's so stylish.
The thing is,
The aesthetic, that's what I would give it for.
Oh hell
thing is
yeah.
about those kind of games, like Dark Souls and all that, like it's like hella fun, like play it, but like it's like it doesn't. Dark Souls. Oh, what the fuck?
Come here, brother. Come here.
He finally spoke.
Dark Souls dude is here.
Like Dark Souls is a great game.
All right.
And I've played it. Like,
So I'm going
multiple
around
times.
VRChat asking people. I'm going around VRChat asking people what their game of the decade is and why.
Yes.
I wonder what he's gonna say. Look at his username.
Maybe Sky. Nah. Dark Souls.
There we go.
Skyrim was close. Though.
Oh yeah, that is
Honestly,
so
I wouldn't
much
have mind if he
content.
said Halo Reach. I would not have mind if he said Reach. Halo Reach was gorgeous.
Oh my god,
It's
yeah, that's
world
the first
building. It's
Halo.
crazy.
First Halo.
Skyrim because I have so many nostalgia moments, like defeating Alduin. That's like a key memory I think of when I think of like when I was like 5.
I love how he's auto-tuned.
Yeah, it sounds like just a song constantly when he talks.
No, sure. I
like
for
me, it's
Resident
Evil 2 remake.
No way.
Oh, pretty good one.
And another one game. I forgot the one game as well.
I prefer Sekiro Shadow Die twice.
No, you.
But there's a game of the decade in
Yeah.
in racing game
pretty
is
good.
Need for Speed
about
Heat.
hentai.
This year, this is 2019.
It sounds mature.
Mature, yeah.
But seriously, overall, it's a Resident Evil 2 remake. It's one of my favorite in 2019.
Good one.
Ah,
good
also,
one.
Leon,
also
pretty good
one-
looking. Nah.
Yeah, it is. And also, Devil May Cry 5. That is some
They
of
have
the
some
coolest
Leon.
ever.
How old are
Yeah,
you then?
it's
DMC.
really cool. Capcom really nailed this
Yeah.
2019.
20. Up or down?
Down.
Down? Oh.
Yeah.
I agree with Resident
19.
Evil, and also I
Down
just finished
one.
Nier Automata,
Wow. 18.
so yeah.
Well,
Did you just say
game of
gamer
the
ticket?
decade. Game of the decade.
Oh.
What's my game of the decade? Personally, for me, it's Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah, I think just for me, because it's how the game's evolved from what it did when it first started, and the growth of the game really surprised me, because it started off so slow, and they didn't predict for to grow so high fast. And the fact the game's changed so much since the first year, you know, with the new metas and operators and stuff like that, it's just it amazed me about how they were able to do that.
Can you help me?
How many
Oh, some
viewers do you
people.
have? How many viewers?
Can
do
someone
you
help me?
have? How many viewers do you have? How many viewers?
Oh,
do
that's
you
a
have?
new
How
avatar.
many viewers do you have?
Not safe for work. Please help.
Viewers do you
Kermit, help me.
How many viewers do you have? How many viewers do you have?
How many
Oh,
can I
no.
answer?
viewers
I
do
like
you have?
apple pie.
How many viewers
I
do
like
you
apple
have?
pie.
How many viewers do you have? How many viewers do you have?
Bev, you got a game?
Mm.
Left 4 Dead 2. 1. You place mods and it's amazing. Anyways, the multiplayer and it still exists even though it's been out for so long. I was just playing it as well, so yeah.
There's quite a bit that gets on there. Halo Reach is technically on that list. So is Skyrim. I don't know. That's a difficult one to ask. There's a lot of good ones. I'd say probably Halo Reach. Oh, what's your answer?
Bloodborne.
Obama.
Alright, so, hey there guys, man, it's back in VR actually. Look at this shit. I'm actually in VR again. I didn't think I'd do this, but it's actually New Year's Eve. Holy shit. Dude, it's gonna be 2020. Like, it's crazy. And look how far we've come, dude. I am literally fucking Gogeta in this game. Can I do the Super Saiyan? I don't think it'll show up. I have no idea if that's showing up or not. Oh, I accidentally moved. Let's try that again. Alright, it's not working. It's not working. But, Game of the Decade. So I went around asking people what their Game of the Decade was, and I tried recording this bit here. Didn't come out well. I actually had the... Holy shit, it turned 9. I actually had the, it's like a little bit here, right? Where it would tell you, like, Steam VR and shit like that. That got annoying. So, I pretty much recorded this part all over again. Thankfully, that didn't pop out for the recording when I asked people what their Game of the Decade was. But, just record this part quick. Game of the Decade. That's honestly a really tough question for me. Like, there's a lot of good games that came out in 2010 to 2019. You got Red Dead Redemption. You got Yakuza. You got LA Noire. GTA 5. That's contender, I would say, because it's such a big impact. Another game. Dude, there's just a lot of games, dude. It's fucking crazy. How do you expect me to pick just one? Okay, it's gotta be either. How do you expect me to pick just one, dude? There's a lot of games, you know, like I said. Red Dead Redemption, LA Noire, Sekiro, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2 even. Dark Souls. Literally, Dark Souls came out in this decade. Bloodborne. Anything from Software can be my game of the decade. If anything, I'm gonna have to pick Bloodborne. With a close second being Dark Souls 3, actually. Dark Souls 1 was amazing, don't get me wrong. But Dark Souls 3 just is a more polished version of it. Now, if I had to say something else, so it'd probably be the remake for Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus is by far one of my most favorite games, like, when I played as a kid. And the remake is just absolutely gorgeous. Like, it's crazy. I guess if you want to count remakes or remasters, you could put Kingdom Hearts Battle Mix in there. Kingdom Hearts 3 was trash. I don't want to talk about it ever again. $30 DLC just to make the game good. It's a fucking joke. But yeah, man, game of the decade. Like, it's crazy. The decade is up, and I don't know, man. We're gonna have a lot of good games coming out in the next decade. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like. I'm actually wanting to do more VR. Like, literally in 2020, I want to upgrade my computer better so I can do more of this stuff. And I don't know, man. Hopefully this goes up. I don't know. Because in my last channel, remember the Uganda Knuckles video had like 500,000 views. That was crazy. It really was. So I'm hoping something will blow up from this. If not, you know, that's fine. But yeah. Dude, 2020, that's crazy. That's honestly crazy. Happy New Year's, everybody.